So hi friends, today I'm going to do another page in my journal. This is on just a old dictionary page, just a plain one. And I found I had cut a circle out of a piece of tea-dyed cardstock. And I used the circle, and then I looked at that and I said, whew, I think that has possibilities. So I pulled out a piece of printed paper that I printed. It's one of mine, and I'm just going to attach this to here. And today's verse is going to be 2 Corinthians 3 through 4. And it says, "What a wonderful God we have. He is the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the source of every mercy, and the one who so wonderfully comforts and strengthens us in our hardships and trials. And why does he do this? So that when others are troubled and needing our sympathy and encouragement, we can pass on to them the same help and comfort that God has given us." I don't know about you, but there's been several times in my life where you're going through something that's just really, really hard. And you can't even imagine what good could come from it. And I can remember thinking, even before I had read this verse, well, at least I'll know how other people feel when they're going through the same thing. And I can be a good listener or just be there to help them. So that's the verse we're going to do today. And I also had a little scrap piece of the same paper here. I'm going to put that at the bottom, and then I'm going to look through my little thing here, see if I have anything else. I don't know, that looks kind of cute on there. And then I pulled out a piece of ribbon. Okay, so I want to attach this so that when I put it in my book, I can lift this up and I could journal under here and maybe even on the back side here. So to do that, I think I'm going to use some washi tape. So the washi tape, I'm gonna do it like this. I think it'll work. I'm gonna put it half on, half off up here at the top. Line this up, center it, fold this back down. Okay, that looks, well, I should have maybe made sure it was a little straighter. I think it'll still be fine. And then I'm going to trim off the extra tape here and here. And hopefully, because I did it like a hinge, it will come back flat, and it does. Okay, so then let's go ahead and put our verse down before I lose part of it. I hope y'all are having a good preparation time for Christmas. I know it sure is coming fast. I think this year for me, the last few years, I have such a hard time getting everything done and ready and getting into the swing of things and even the real, joyous part of it until after it's over and you've had, everything done, and you sit back and relax for a minute and you go, oh, I think I could get ready for Christmas. I could be ready now. And it's over. I don't know if anybody else has ever had that. I could be strange. But so this paper is just white, 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 bright, of course, brand new. Well, it's newly cut out. It's out of an old Bible that was falling apart. I got it at the thrift store in their bargain bin. It was going to be recycled, and I thought, well, I could recycle it and not just chip it up. So there is that. Now, I think I want to glue that onto a piece of paper. I'll glue it onto here and then trim it up. It's just trying to get it centered and everything, and I think I might be more successful this way. So, let's get this glued down. You know, I think it's a universal thing. I think everybody goes through really hard times in their life. If you live to be an adult, you will, I promise you, go through things sometimes that you just don't understand. But there's always a purpose, and there's always a reason, and we might not ever know that reason till we get to heaven, but it's good to know that at least what we're learning through it all, we can be more sympathetic to others. Wow, that worked out pretty good. I like it. All right, so let's cut this out. If you guys don't have one of these clear rulers, boy, are they nice. I come from a crafting background. I crafted my entire life. That's what my mom and I did together the whole time I was growing up. So every new little kind of craft that came along, we would do it and have such a good time. But she also taught me to sew, and as the years have gone by, sewing things have improved so much. And I use this all the time when I was sewing and quilting and just doing all those things. But it works really great for paper crafting too, because you can line things up, you can see through, and make your cuts exactly where you want them. So there is, so I'm not sure if my words were exactly straight, or if I just didn't cut it straight as I'm showing off my ruler. So I think the words are not exactly straight. So to make it look right, I'm going to even it up with the words. That looks pretty good. That's going to go here in the center. And I need to just dress that up a little bit. I went shopping the other day. Boy, did I get some good books to do journals with. So I'm going to have some really good upcoming videos. I found some great gardening journal material. That's one thing I love to do too, is to garden in the summertime, of course. And then sewing. Found a great bit of stuff for a sewing journal. I'm excited for all of those. That looks good. And because this is rounded, I'm going to use my corner rounder. I just love this little thing. I like how it makes the corners look. I don't know if it's everybody's cup of tea, but I like it. So there is that. Is that going to be enough, do you think? Or should we do cheesecloth in the background? I think we do cheesecloth in the background. I mean, can I do a single page without cheesecloth? I'm not sure at this point. So my old trick of put plenty down and trim it up when you're done. So there's that. Oh, and I found some of the cutest children's books, and then I thought I found a cute children's book. Turned out not so much. I had found a 1937 German Grimm's Fairy Tales, and a quick glance, you know, when you're busy shopping and going through all the stuff, it looked really good. The end papers were really cute and all that, and I got it home and I started cutting it up last night, and oh my, I couldn't use about 90% of the pictures. They were awful. I don't know if we were trying to scare our kids to death in 1937 or what the deal was, but yeah, most of those got tossed away into the recycle. But yeah, somehow I don't think we need to have super scary things for our kids. Okay, so that's glued down. That looks pretty good. Let me find my good scissors. Okay, so I never found my good scissors. You know, it's been a scourge of my life. I say that I have spent, if you added it up, 2 years of my life looking for my scissors. Can never find them. My kids used to laugh at me when they were at home. So I found 2 pairs of pinking shears though, so I'll use 1 pair to cut that off and see how that works out. It looks pretty good. Okay, so now I should have put some stuff on here too. Let's just do around this little cutout and down the edge. So this is my first video with my new camera, and I'm sure hoping it's a lot better. I used to have another YouTube channel, and my other camera got me all the way through that channel and it worked out just fine. It was a sewing channel, and but it just wasn't cutting it for this because you need such detailed images. I'll just rip that. Okay, let's go ahead and age this one up. So I hope this looks better. And it's still dark outside. It's really early in the morning right now here. And so I'm hoping it'll even look better if I get to film in the light. Okay, I like it. Oh, and then there's this one more little piece right here that I wanted to antique. Okay, that should do us. Let's get these glued on. I wanted that to overlap a little. Oh, you know, guess what? We're going to round the corners. Especially with that big round circle. It just seems like that would be the thing that we should do. It's a good excuse anyway. I like it. The other thing I wanted to do is to stamp it with today's date. You know, when you don't go chronologically in your journal, if you do want to know about the time that you did your journaling, well, this is not December 21st. This is December 12th. So it's going to be a lie right there in the middle of my Bibling journaling. Somehow I think it's close enough. All right. I was going to put a bow on it too. So don't do your date upside down and then not check it. That's the moral to that story, I guess. Being I have my pinking shears, let's do this so it doesn't fray quite so badly. My glue. Nice good blob of glue. Okay. And then the way I'm going to attach it into this book is I'm going to use the same washi tape and just put it straight across the top. And the theory is it should be able to lift up pretty easy that way. Let's get it straight-ish. Okay. So let's see, can I lift this up? I taped down the sides. Emergency, emergency. Just give it a little. So there. Okay, so put the razor blade away. I also came up with a new camera setup. I hope it's going to work out really well, but now I can put my razor blade on a magnet up on the camera support. So I always have to keep track of that because I don't want it to land on the floor. Oh, look at here. 2 square corners. Let's take care of that. And let's see, I need to make a little topper up here, and okay, can't really see because it's such a small piece, but maybe you can see this is a piece of white polka dot fabric, and you know how much I love polka dots. And I'm putting it with a piece of red grosgrain ribbon because it is December 21st, or the 12th, if it's right. But we're still in that Christmas time, so here we go. So there, now I'll be able to find my December 12th, my 2 Corinthians, and now I'm going to spend a little time journaling, getting down my thoughts about all of this. And so until next time, this was Cindy from Bless My Pixels.